Hey, it's your boy Disco, and today I'm gonna make another video about another YouTuber, Asmongold. Now, I think I try looking for the original video, but I don't want to like steal his shit. But I'm just gonna look at this just for a little bit,
I
just for a
think I
little
found
bit.
out why Blizzard is writing boring stories in their own reports. It is not a well-known report publicly traded company has started doing a few years ago for their investors and financial reasons. This is explain bland, soft stories and increasing LGBTQ content in Blizzard games. The reason is ESG. Oh my god. This is the new Illuminati for I feel like ESG is like the first thing that the new generation of conspiracy theorists have learned about.
Well, okay, you can argue it's a conspiracy, but the amount of conspiracies that ended up being true in like the past couple years is astonishing. And now I understand why Asmongold has this idea. One, like has his take. One, he's on Twitch, and like this is why I don't like go to Twitch anymore because apparently Twitch wants to monitor and control your thoughts, and if you don't think the way you're supposed to think, they'll ban you for absolutely no reason. But so I don't blame them for having this take. But two, like we know this, like Blizzard, like former Blizzard employees came out and have told us this, and what that we are told based on what we see is in correlation. Like I talk shit about Overwatch all the time. Like it's not even the goofy artistic direction they're deciding to go with Overwatch. It's also the game itself. Like ESG is just the tip of the iceberg with this. Like because of this, like genuine games and genuine companies are falling for this, and because they're trying to bypass the consumer, right? They're trying to bypass you and get that sweet ESG money that they get. And when you want to apply for an ESG score, they will send a guide to your company to evaluate, your products. And like obviously it's pretty much a woke score for lack of a better term, but yeah, this is what companies are doing. Instead of making a product that you, Asmongold, wants to buy, you want to pay for, they want to bypass you and just get free money. And you see this in most games coming out. Like I think it was up to more than 4 games in the past like year came out absolutely broken, absolutely buggy. But I mean, they got them ESG bucks, and saying things are conspiracy theory doesn't actually make them untrue. It just means okay, I guess a major news outlet isn't talking about it. I guess the taxi driver or the mailman or just plebs you don't really talk to are talking about this, but that doesn't make it true, like untrue. And we see again what we are playing and what say developers are telling us are in stark correlation. So, I mean, are they wrong? Are we wrong? I mean,
It's real though, it is real. But there's not a quantifiable amount of data to prove that there's any sort of impact that ESG is having on the actual stories.
oh yeah, there's no data because God forbid a journalistic outlet makes data for it. They would get absolutely obliterated by Twitter. They'd get absolutely canceled. Like God forbid a developer or a story writer or an artist from a company actually makes pretty much an audit on their company to be like, okay, what has changed since we've adopted this ESG model? Like for Blizzard, it'd be the complete lack of creativity. the fact that their HR lady, who again is black, because they really want you to know the melanin count of this lady. It's like they can't help themselves. And you see, okay, what kind of project has she worked on? Dick all. Like, so how can someone who has done dick all in the past to do with any type of artist or artistic development, how can they, quote unquote, consult your artists who've been working at the company for like 20, 25 years, who's been working in the industry for 40 or 50 years? How can she consult them? And I'll tell you why. Because artists are constrained. There's a certain way you are supposed to make a character, say a female character. Like, you can make a male character however way you want, but there is a certain way you're supposed to make a female character or a character of color. And this isn't just in games. This is in movies. It has become a trope, which is why people are calling it out. But see, the problem is there's this war on noticing. You are not supposed to call this out. So the thing is happening, you're supposed to shut the fuck up about it. And as a consumer, me, as a consumer, as a gamer, is not going to shut the fuck up about it. I'm going to call it out. I'm on a call out as I see it type of deal. Like, if I see bullshit, I call it out. Even if I'm the only one who sees it happening, I'm going to call it out.
It's not. And yes, no, ESG, and I want everybody to understand, ESG is a real thing. It is a real, absolute thing. They're losing money. Source, yeah, there's no source for this.
There is no source because you cannot have a study on this. It is simply not allowed. That's why there's no source. Like, I get it. You need a source, otherwise it's bullshit. Like, it boggles my mind. If say, you tell someone something's happening, and the company admits something's happening, it's a conspiracy theory. But they have to wait for a journalist outlet to talk about it, and then all of a sudden, these people are like, okay, well, I guess it's happening. It's like they simply do not believe what you're telling them is happening until a journalistic outlet talks about it. Like, there are people that are like that, and they exist. And it boggles my mind. I'm smacking my cup with my nail here. And that boggles my mind. Like, I don't understand how these people can function in society without a journalistic outlet or a source or a study telling them how to. It boggles my fucking mind. I don't believe Asmongold is one of these people, but it's just, I think in this specific situation, he's forced to think like, though I don't know if he's forced, but he has to say this stuff, otherwise Twitch will smack down on him.
I have no problem saying, like, for example, whenever Blizzard did this, I shit on them. There is a video about it. I absolutely shit on them. Everybody did. You don't remember the graph?
Yeah, see, people shit on them when they do this shit. Now, I'm done with this video. I just wanted to talk about that. Yeah, people shit on them for the decisions they make, but no one wants to think why. Like, if you understand why they do this, you can one, call them out on their bullshit better, and you can see correlations between other fucking companies, between other industries, and how they work, right? It's like, but Blizzard's not the only one doing this. They've just stated it. Like, you have plenty of situations where people are hired primarily based off nepotism, and they have to do, like, quote-unquote consulting, or, like, they have to look at, say, in the case of artists, if you draw a male character as an artist, you're 100% fine. Like, no one will come to you, no one will look at you, no one will even bat an eye at you. But if you draw, say, if you're an artist and you draw a female character, they will hyper focus on you and be like, oh no, can you make her look like this? Can you make the boobs smaller? Like, we are a company, we have matured. quote unquote. You're not supposed to write the characters like this. And, again, what the developers tell us based off what games we play, there is a stark correlation. This is the third time I've said this, and it will remain true. And it just boggles my mind how, again, because there's no source, quote unquote, or there's no study, like, give me a study please, that people just don't believe this is happening. And again, you will be attacked, Asmongold. You will be attacked if you point everything I set out on Twitter. They will come after you. They will say, "Oh no, you just want to watch porn just for wanting to have beautiful female characters in fiction," because the people that come after you cannot differentiate between fiction and reality. They think, oh, if there's a beautiful female character in a game, it's like every man is about an inch away from groping a fucking woman, and the minute they see that hot female character, they're just gonna lose all control. That's how they believe. That's what they believe. That's how their ideology has forced them to think. And half of them, I don't even think they truly believe this. I think they just use it as a means to have power over other people, and that boggles my mind even more. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Like, the ESG thing is absolutely ruins not only Blizzard, but other companies, other projects, and other artistic expressions. That's just what it does. But whatever, see ya.